This is another book review of perhaps the greatest, you can see it, you can kind of see it right here, perhaps the greatest Sasquatch book ever written. Sasquatch The Apes Among Us by John Green. This is a preeminent classic. This is the classic. This is the Bigfoot Bible, small b, of Bigfoot books. This is the Bible of Bigfoot books right here. One thing that Matt Moneymaker said, and it says included on the back, it says, Sasquatch The Apes Among Us is the preeminent classic and indispensable work on the Bigfoot. And yeah, that's very true. This is the best book overall, the best overall of all time book on the subject. It was written more than 30 years ago, and this book still has a major impact, and it's still used as sort of as a primer on the Sasquatch. John writes a lot about he writes about migration patterns, whether he believes in them. He just basically he writes about his own theories. He writes about the Sasquatch around the world. There's an entire chapter devoted to the Patterson-Gimlin film, which you can see Patty right there. You can see Patty right there. There's chapters about the Native American legends. There's chapters about he basically covers every single state that has had a sighting. Because John Green actually took a tour around the United States back in the 70s. He and a fellow named Dennis Gates went around the country, and they interviewed several witnesses. They interviewed several investigators. This is John Green's journal of what happened, of his trip around the U.S. Plus not only that, but his theories, what he believes about the Sasquatch. And I cannot recommend this book highly enough. I cannot recommend this book highly enough. This is the 2006 reprinting. It's a straight reprinting. Nothing's been added, nothing's been detracted from this one. This is the same material. It's the same book from 1978, 1981, but so much of it applies to what we know about Sasquatch today. This is the preeminent classic. There's no question about it. This is the book. If you want a good historical perspective, this gives a terrific historical perspective on the Sasquatch. I mean, John Green was there at the beginning. He went down from Canada to Northern California in 1958 to investigate the initial Jerry Crew cast findings. And this is the best book, the best overall book. This one gets a 5 out of 5 stars. No question about it. This is the book you've got to have if you want a primer on the historical, on a historical perspective. This is it. It's just the best book. I said in my last review that No, the Sasquatch Bigfoot, it's the best modern book. This is the best classic book and the best overall book on Sasquatch that's ever been written. Because let's forget, John Green came before Chris Murphy, so this one is definitely highly, highly recommended. You can get it at HancockHouse.com. You can also get it on Amazon. It's also available on Amazon.com. And any other book dealer that you might want to consult online. Barnes & Noble carries this. Borders carries this. So yeah, you want a really great book about the Sasquatch. It's about 500 pages, so it'll take you a while to read it. I've read it, oh gosh, I don't know how many times I've read this book. I've read this book at least maybe 7-8 times, and it never gets old. Never gets old. This is a great book. I can't praise it highly enough. I can't recommend it highly enough. This is a great book. Get it, get it, get it.